Denmark is often ranked as one of the world's happiest countries, if not the happiest, and it's a poster child of a welfare state with free healthcare, free education, job security, and a sound government. But personal experience here, it has always impressed me that almost all my highly ambitious and go-getter type of Danish friends, they have all left Denmark to work and live somewhere else. In this video, we'll delve into both sides of this story, revealing why Denmark can be both a dream and also a challenge. Hi, I am Mario, and in this channel I help people living in Denmark to save money, invest well, and live a rich life. I'll go through the paradise piece first, and then I'll delve into the flip side, the prison side. I encourage you to watch until the end, as I promise I will surprise you. Number one is the work-life balance. Work-life balance in Denmark is a top priority, and it shows. So the average work week in Denmark is around 37 hours, and companies, not just the government, prioritize employee well-being. It's part of the culture. You have flexible work schedules, up to 6 weeks of holidays per year, very generous parental leave policies, and a focus on personal development. In all, in Denmark, there's also plenty of time to spend with your family, with your friends, playing your hobbies, again, making it a paradise for those who want to have a balanced lifestyle. And I assure you, there's no way I could juggle my day job in a top company as it's Maersk, running this YouTube channel and courses on the side, to travel to 130 something different countries on the side, raising my 2 children, if I wouldn't have this flexibility. I think it's an enormous enabler, and for example, something that I value a lot about living in Denmark. Number 2 is the welfare state. Denmark has also a comprehensive welfare system. This system ensures you that all citizens, and most residents as well, have access to essential services such as healthcare, education, and unemployment benefits. Again, free education, including university, means that everyone has an equal opportunity to pursue their dreams, again, regardless of what is their financial background. In all, it's built into the Danish way that there's a societal commitment, you could call it, to social equality, and again, creating a supportive environment for everyone to rise. Number 3 is safety. So Denmark is a safe country with low crime rates and a strong sense of community. And again, for myself, coming from South America, this has been always a top priority for me. I mean, here in Denmark, it's not uncommon to see people leaving their babies with the stroller with a baby inside. It's like outside when they're having, for example, a cafe, or when they're eating a meal out of the restaurants, you see the stroller outside. To see kids as young as 7 walking to and from school on their own. And again, to have the peace of mind that you can do things like this without worrying that something bad is going to happen to you or your family. That's a huge thing, again, especially for myself coming from my background. Number 4 is that Denmark is a great place to raise kids. And because of all this, I have been hinting now, right? So Denmark is a phenomenal place to raise children. The country offers also generous parental leave, as I said, but also high quality childcare. There's excellent education options at all levels. And again, it's very accessible. And there's also the focus on being outdoors, even with the weather, like the creativity side. And again, you just have the balanced lifestyle that gives kids a great environment to grow and thrive. Going back to the work and life balance piece, because in Denmark you have so much free time. That's, a lot more time that you can go and spend with your kids and with your family. And you know that kids, when they're very small, it's very important for them to spend time with their parents. So that's something that definitely can be done here. But if this sounds so amazing, if Denmark is so great, why would all my ambitious Danish friends leave? This is for 2 main reasons. Number 1 is the Janteloven, or the laws of Jante, which are an unwritten social code in Denmark that emphasizes humility and discourages individualism. The cultural norm here encourages people to blend in and avoid boasting or sounding a lot of self-promotion about their achievements. Jante laws are deeply entrenched into the Danish society, and they scare and drive away entrepreneurial spirits who all of a sudden might want to innovate, to take risks, and also because of that reap big rewards. Again, for this type of people, it's just easier for them to move somewhere else. To put it into perspective, I'll give an example of cars in Denmark. So in Denmark, a nice Mercedes or a nice BMW or a nice fancy car will cost you sometimes 2 to 3 times more than they do in Germany or Sweden, so just next door. And this is because in Denmark, cars are seen as a status symbol. In a context where society frowns upon people that want to flush out their status, there's a majority, again, in the Danish society that agrees that people who want to pursue this type of cars and using cars as a proxy for anything that is high status would have to pay these outrageous costs. And the prison angle number 2 is the high taxes. And again, per the Janteloven, it just makes no financial sense for people to live in Denmark after a certain point. If you're rich or you're very well off and want to be rich, the avenues you have for yourself to accumulate and preserve wealth are generally kind of closed off in Denmark. I'll give you concrete examples. Capital gains taxes, so the taxes on investments, which are one of the ways rich people make most of their passive income. They're up to 42% for most funds, and then unrealized gains on top of that. There's no country in the world that comes close to this level of taxation and the type of taxation. It's just insanity. And then you have also tight tax code for deductions. So if you have a company, you can't really deduct expenses as freely as you would do in the US, in UK, or in other countries. It's so bureaucratic that for entrepreneurs that don't sell primarily to the Danish market, it would almost always make more sense to leave the country and build their startup somewhere else. Of course, there's also the personal taxes, which most of you will be used to, right? So in personal taxes, you can pay close to 60% of your income in taxes in Denmark, and that's a lot. Obviously, all these taxes help pay for the welfare state. But if you're sitting on 10 million krona, or more, unless you love Denmark and you love living in Denmark, you're gonna have a lot more bang for your buck moving somewhere else and pursuing your financial independence goals there than you would do here in Denmark. In all, it's kind of like Denmark will reward you for your effort and your hard work up to a point, but after that point, the system and the society as a whole will tell you, hey man, time to stop, time to go and spend time with your family. Well, this will work for 7 or 8 or even 9 out of 10 people. The last 2 people, the last 1 person will want to get past this point and then will want to have a more ambitious life for themselves, will want to get more material goods or whatever. And in that case, it makes more sense for them to leave Denmark. And ASEAN, some of my most ambitious friends, they have all left because of these main reasons. Still, there's a ton to love about Denmark, and in this video I share 100 things I absolutely love about the place. Thanks for watching.